Okay. All right, I think we're live. Let me just check here. We are.
All right.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. Hope Savar here with a daily dose of hope. I'm just going to make sure that this is the fun part about Zoom. We just want to check on camera. Yeah, there we are. Hey, Alan, good morning. Where are you tuning in from? Drop it in the comment section. You know the deal. Good morning. It's Thursday. It's actually a special day because it's my son Harper's birthday. He is 12 today, so he's driving. He's going to get a car. He's going to buy a house. He's leaving the house today. No, he's really not, but he would like to believe that he is now a full-fledged adult. So if you want to drop it in the comment section, wish Harper a happy birthday. That would be amazing. He's 12 today. He's loving life, and after this, he wants to get donuts from Quick Trip because apparently Quick Trip is the best place for getting donuts. Let me know if you agree with that. Have you ever been to Quick Trip and had donuts before? We don't eat donuts a whole lot at our house, but it's a yes day on your birthday. And if you want donuts on your birthday, it's totally appropriate. So that's what we're doing after this show this morning. What are you doing after the show this morning? I want to know, but good morning. It is a daily dose of hope. I'm so happy that I'm here. This is one of my favorite days of the week for a lot of different reasons. One, because I miss you all. I feel like COVID has kind of robbed us all of being able to communicate in any other way other than social media. So this is a great opportunity for us to chat and talk and have a lot of fun and hopefully learn something, because what's life if you're not learning something? And today we're talking about something super fun. Very exciting. We've been busy behind the scenes working for you, every single one of you, to be able to have an awesome opportunity to improve your life, your health, and just anything that goes with that. And I have my amazing friend and colleague, Julie Dillon, here from St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund. I can never say that. I just have to say Truckers Fund. It's a big mouthful for me, but you all know the St. Christopher's Fund and what they do for drivers and how they help drivers. We are partnering Mother Trucker Yoga and St. Christopher's Fund together to offer you guys an awesome health and wellness challenge that's starting at the end of the month. And so, Julie, welcome. Thanks for being on this morning.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you and to say hello to everyone and just to share a little bit about what you and I have been working on so diligently for the past month or so.
Yeah, no, so I want to just share a little bit about why Julie's on today and why we're talking about this and why this is happening at this time. And then I want Julie to share a little bit about what this all looks like and entails and how to go about joining. First and foremost, joining our challenge is absolutely free. It costs you $0. Zero, nothing. If you have a pulse, you can join, which is great because every single one of you have one. The idea of this challenge is to inspire you all to improve the level of your health and life. This isn't about if I can lose 100 pounds, I'm going to be the biggest loser. I'm going to be the winner. This isn't about a race. This is about you looking at yourself and saying, how can I be a better me? And when Julie and I started talking about this about, I don't know, a couple months ago, and Julie brought this to me and like, hey, let's do something like this. Both of us were on the same line, and many of you have been following me and we've had conversations now for some time. And you know that my biggest thing when it comes to health and fitness is small, simple changes. That has been from the start, Mother Trucker Yoga's conception and beyond. Small, simple changes will build you a bigger mountain and a stronger path for your entire life than trying to take these blind leaps or saying tomorrow I'm never gonna eat a carb again a day in my life, or I'm gonna start working out for an hour every single day and my life is gonna change. And then you do it for like a week and then nothing changes and nothing happens. We're building a challenge for you all, well, it's built to help you build these foundational things, these foundational aspects of your life that are actually going to ride out with you for the rest of your life. Truck driver or not, So if you're like, I'm not going to be a truck driver next year, well, guess what? All of these things are going to help you no matter what. These are simple things like brushing your teeth. I hope you brush your teeth. Please tell me you brush your teeth. That's a basic skill, right? Like, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but come on. Your mom taught you to brush your teeth. I hope she did. It's something as simple as that. And so our hope is that you can develop these things where you can feel better, because it's all of these little things that add up to big things. If you want big, fancy, and glamorous, go somewhere else. What we are going to do is be consistent and offer a lot of accountability, a lot of support, and a lot of fun, and a lot of awesome prizes. So Julie, I want you to talk a little bit about what are the aspects of this challenge? What are the requirements of this challenge? And how do people participate?
Well, the aspects of this challenge are the 5 elements of survival. When Hope and I first, when we started talking about what we wanted this to look like, and like you mentioned, the small changes that add up to big benefits, we thought, what are the 5 things that people need to survive? And of course, they are sleep, food, water, air, and shelter. Well, obviously, we can't really provide a house or a shelter, but we can
You're
focus
gonna come
on
live
moving.
with us for 30 days in a house on the beach.
Well, wouldn't that be nice?
That
You
would
get the
be
house
really
on the
nice.
beach, we'll be there. So, but what we can do is add in, so we're substituting shelter for movement, and not necessarily quote exercise like we've talked about, but movement, incorporating movement into everyday life, what that looks like. That may look different, totally different from what I do versus what someone who's a part of the challenge does. And so incorporating those 5 principles, we have come up with, each week we focus on a different principle. And of course, I think one week we're combining the 2, but as we start out, we have the 5-day challenge. And what the 5-day challenge looks like, it is for anybody that wants to participate in the trucking industry. And what that each day we focus on one of those 5 principles and explain the importance of it, why we're doing it. And you're going to do those things for 5 whole days.
Just 5. Just 5.
5.
That's it. If you can survive 5 days with slightly improving your health, imagine what you can do in 30.
That's right. That's right. So, one of the simple things, like what we had talked about, drink at least 1 full bottle of water a day. 16.9 ounces. That's a full bottle of water. We're not asking you to drink half your body weight or anything.
I want to talk about that for a second, Julie, because here's the thing. Truck driver or not, I have met so many people over the last 20 years that don't drink water, or say they can't for whatever reason. So here's the deal. If you've never done something, and this is the brain, how the brain works. So this is not just like, oh, okay, whatever. Going from never doing anything to an extreme version, there is only a small percentage of people that, 1, can do that, and 2, will actually stick with it. Mm-hmm. But what is time tested and proven is if we start small and we just start to do things where the brain doesn't go into fight, flight, or freeze mode, because we are challenging our basic needs of survival. We're challenging what we've always known. It's a threat. We feel threatened as humans when someone is like, you're bad, change this, you're not doing it right. So the whole idea of this challenge, and the water is a great example, is we're not telling you that you suck as a person. We're not telling you that you have to go for broke and drink 100 ounces of water, which is hard for anyone and can be challenging for a driver. I've seen it done, but it's challenging. And mentally, sometimes we're not there to fully go all in. 1 bottle, people. 1 lousy little bottle of water. But if you suffer from things like dizziness, lightheadedness, UTI issues, digestive issues, bowel issues, so many different things, water could be your solution. And how about we just start with 1 bottle?
So, like 1 bottle of water, eat 1 extra fruit, vegetable a day. So if you eat 1 already, eat 2. 1 a day. We want 1 of each a day. That's it. And if you're looking for the lower end of the carbs, your berries. You eat blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, those sorts of things. Then Hope is going to teach all of us very easy breathing techniques. So one is to breathe. You have to learn how to breathe, not just, we don't want to hyperventilate or anything, but learn to breathe and actually get some oxygen circulating through that body. And then, of course, 15 minutes of movement a day. And
notice how we emphasize the movement. We're not talking you have to be Zumbaing outside your truck. You have to run. You have to do anything. But it's you consciously deciding to move. Walk. 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 That's all you have to do. Get on your Bluetooth headset. Get on your phone. Get on your Facebook. I don't care what you do while you're doing it, but get out and walk. We all can do that. And we all have 15 minutes to do that. I don't care how long your day is or how long you're driving or how long you're working. We can walk 15 minutes. I believe that you can do that.
Absolutely. And it doesn't have to be 15 minutes all in one time span. It can be, well, actually we talked about it could be 1 mile or 15 minutes. And you can break that up into 5 times of 3 minutes at a time. If that's what you can do, if 3 minutes is all you can give at one time, 3 minutes, 5 times a day is fine. And then the last one is you got to learn how to sleep and how to wind your body down before you sleep. So that first 5 days, all we're asking that you do is that you turn off all electronics at least 20 minutes before you go to sleep. That's it. How difficult is that?
Drop it in the comment section. For those of you that struggle with sleep, I want to know. Say I struggle with sleep, drop some Z's emoji in the comment section. For real, I want to know if you actually struggle with sleep, because that light that's coming in through all your devices and that constant overstimulation when your body knows naturally it should be going down with the sun. I know some of you are driving through the night and you have awkward shifts. Regardless though, turn those electronics off 20 minutes before you go to bed. And you will be amazed at how your body has time to decompress your mind. You will fall asleep a little bit easier. It will be a little bit easier. And know this too, Julie and I have talked about this. Change does not happen overnight. And we recognize that. Just as much as we don't always see change immediately either. And this is partly why this is accountability. Julie and I are going to go live in our Facebook group almost every single day. We have some amazing driver ambassadors. Like, we're here to support you. So don't be the person, listen to me, don't be the person where it's like, I like being a loner. I'm going to do this all myself. I don't need you guys. Like that. This is not about who's better or who can lose the most weight or who knows the most. This is about supporting a community of people, particularly drivers, that deserve the right to be able to take better care of themselves and health and be guided with knowledge and expertise, and be able to have the support that you need to take just that next step. What if you could just be one step closer towards your health? What would that look like? What would that look like for you? Baby steps, going through recovery. I totally get that. I kept promising myself the moon and wondered why for 15 years I never got it. The same is true with taking back your health and improving your health. It's just one step at a time.
Yeah, one thing that you mentioned, Hope, that I think that is key to this program, what makes this one so much different, is that one, it is divided into 2 parts, and we'll get to step 2 or part 2 in just a minute, but that we are not just asking them to do these things. You and I both feel it is so important to educate them on why we are asking them to do these things, the importance, why we're asking you to have more fruits and vegetables, why we're asking you to have water, and give you the science behind it, educate you on it, so that all of you can go out and educate others.
Agreed.
And this be more than just a challenge, this be a progressive movement. And bringing that community together, starting here with this core group that's going to do it, and just be like little tentacles and branching out and educating others so that other people can live their best lives as well. And so And I know that's been our focus all along.
There's power in the why. That is, so many of you know I have a fitness and yoga and wellness background, and that is my biggest, if you want to know my biggest pet peeve, my absolutely biggest pet peeve, it's like, oh, tell me more. It's when people don't explain the why. And they're telling you, do this exercise. Like I go on Instagram and I'm like, oh my God, I can't handle it. I'm not saying I know everything, because I don't. But when someone tells you, oh, you should do plank for a minute every day, and that will help you get a stronger core. For people that have a herniated disc or are larger in the front than they are other places, that actually can hurt you more than help you initially. When someone is telling you, oh, you should run to get more fit, but you're bone on bone in your knees, probably not the greatest idea. But if we can explain the why behind something, you can also then be empowered to find a version that would work well for you. It's like a stretch. If you're doing something and you are trying to stretch your hamstrings, well, there are like 9 other ways to do it. So if that particular one causes pain, we can just find another one that reaches the goal. The same is true if we're saying eat a fruit and vegetable every day, and we're talking about improving vitamin C, and you're like, I don't eat citrus fruits. We can find another thing for you to be able to boost that. If you don't like plain water, that's what adding that stuff to your water is for. And now you're getting that water. I love plain water. I had to learn to love it, but I don't always love it. Sometimes I need a little something, something. And so Lipton's, I do a little iced tea once in a while. And so what do you need to do to be able to make it work for you? And that being said, this is not an opportunity to give excuses. So I have an excuse BS meter. Many of you know that about me. And so this is also a time for you to put all of that aside and say, I want my health to be better. And I was actually just in a workshop for 2 days, these last 2 days. And so it's hard for me to come on live. If you were looking for me on Mother Trucker yesterday, I wasn't on there for that reason. But someone said something that really struck me, and they're like, without your health, you have nothing. And I think that in all seriousness, because I do like to joke around, I want you all to think about that today. Without your health, you have nothing. And as much as we like to think that our health is the last thing that we should pay attention to, the last thing that we need to focus on because we're too busy. Yes, we have to make money. Yes, we have to survive. Yes, our truck breaks down. Yes, it's my kid's birthday today. Yes, to a million different things. Yes, I have a laundry list of stuff to do and I haven't done it yet. But if I don't take care of me, none of that matters. If you don't take care of you, how are you going to drive that truck? If you don't take care of you, how are you going to bring home money for your family? If you don't take care of you, how are you going to get home to be there for your kid or your grandkid's birthday and actually play with them and get down on the floor with them? Your health determines all of those things. And so I am bound and determined, and I know Julie is too. She and I are on the same page. This is about actually seeing you guys succeed. Right. I truly want that, like in the depths of my soul. I want to see all of you drivers give the middle finger to everybody else that thinks that, you know, yeah, whatever. Like, let's be honest. Like, it is empowering when you're like, I'll show you. whatever it takes. But make the decision to say yes. And if you're like, this isn't for me, I challenge you to tell me why. To tell me why you can't participate in this challenge. Because everybody can. This is as easy as waking up every morning and having to do something different on your truck in order to make it work every day. You're just going to do just a little something different every single day to improve your health. And after 30 days, you're going to be so blown away at how good you feel.
Oh, absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. And, you know, we want drivers. I want you guys to not just survive. And this has been my whole premise when we first started thinking about creating this program. I don't want you just to survive out there. I want you to thrive. I want you to feel good. I want you to be here, 30 years from now, 20 years from now, however long you have left, and feel good while you're here. And because I am seeing things on the other end of that spectrum as far as within my job, working for St. Christopher Fund, we see people that are struggling to survive physically. Just this past week, we're working with a gentleman to get him into a cancer treatment center because he had no insurance. He could get no help. And this gentleman, has lung cancer. And so fortunately, we found a teaching hospital. He's getting some assistance, but this man is fighting for his life, and he's 44 years old, and the kindest, just a great, great guy. And I don't want that for anyone out there that's listening to this. I don't want them to go, me or this gentleman is. And the way you do it is you start making small changes now, and those changes become bigger changes, and little successes become big successes.
And they're building blocks. Absolutely. They're building blocks. And if there's that little voice, because I had this voice in my head for many years, if there's this little voice saying, don't do it, you can't do it, you're a nobody, it'll never work, I want you to recognize that that little voice is BS. Like and I'm just being honest with you. I think sometimes there's this rough and toughness. I came from a family of blue collar workers, so I get it. Like there's this that needs to happen, and it's fine. But at the end of the day, we all have this aspect of ourselves that needs to be taken care of, and our health is one of those things. And this is an opportunity for every single one of you. Plus, we have some awesome prizes. So this is a completion challenge. And the difference between a completion challenge and a, let's call it the Biggest Loser challenge, because we all know what that means. Like, you got to be the best, you have to win, is really, why don't you kind of explain the difference between a completion challenge and a I'm the first winner challenge?
Right. Well, in a typical challenge, you have first, second, third place, or first and second place, and there are prizes for those two people. This is not that kind of challenge. We want everyone who participates, and participating means, following us and being active in the Facebook group that we've created, and turning in your results each week, because it's an honor system. And, this whole challenge is set up on an honor system. And so filling out your little form that we send out each week that you are participating. Then everyone who first completes the 5-day challenge and then moves on to the 28-day challenge, as long as you're interacting weekly and doing the things that we're asking you to do, which are those simple 5 elements that we mentioned earlier, then everybody wins. Everybody gets prizes. We have some great things from RoPro and TA Petro and Bill River Music and Chrome and Steel Radio and the Chrome Shop.
Yep, Jack's Chrome Shop. Yeah, Mother Trucker Yoga, Stiff Mother Trucker. Yes. We're collecting some music from some amazing artists in the trucking industry, and we'll have those available to you. If you know someone that might want to offer some prizes to our challenge, let us know. But this is really about you achieving the next level for you, and we're going to reward you for it. I recognize, Julie recognizes that weight loss is only one way to measure someone's health improving. And not everybody needs to lose weight. So it's really hard to participate in something when weight loss is the biggest focus, because we also know that sometimes your body can change and you can become healthier, and you may not actually lose weight, but you are losing inches, or that you look healthier. So that's not what this is about. Although I am confident if you start doing some of these basic things, I'm pretty darn certain you are going to see some weight come off, especially if that's your biggest concern, because you're moving more. You're drinking more water, you're getting more nutrition, you're sleeping better. Sleep, more and more studies are coming out on sleep, that sleep can be the #1 issue while you're having other health issues. Because when you sleep, that's when your body heals. That's when your body regenerates. That's when your subconscious rests. And if you're not sleeping, none of those things happen. It's like not taking your truck into the shop and thinking you can just keep going another 100 miles. Eventually you have to go in and have a nice deep cleaning, have everything tuned up, and you have to do that regularly, because a lot of you put a lot of miles on every single week. Like, you have to pay attention to what's going on in your truck. You got to start paying attention to what's going on in your body.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, we want to reward those people that are choosing to just participate and do their best. We're not saying that you have to, like you said, lose a certain amount of weight or lose inches or exercise, get the most minutes or active minutes or anything like that. It is all about doing your best at what you can do, what works for you. We're not going to tell you to try any specific exercise or anything like that. We want you just to be engaged. And who knows, there may be something out there, special prizes for those people that are the most engaging.
The most charismatic, the most supportive. So we are going to make this fun. And the best part is that Julie and I, Monday through Friday, every Monday, she and I will be live together in the group, and then we're alternating every day. And then we have some truck ambassadors that will be going live on the weekends. So you'll be getting engagement and information every single day from people in the industry that are supporting your health. Julie and I, who are your supports and your educators and your guides, but then also drivers just like you that are already in the loop and are doing these things. We've already been working with them. They're here to share tips and tricks and motivation and show what they're doing, because I get it when it's something new. Sometimes you're just not sure, like how to do this, or could I do this? Sometimes we need that little bit of support. So that's what they're for. So we've tried to think about every aspect of this for you guys. Like, it's not like, I don't know how to say that. It's like, well, the thing that we're getting out of this is you guys being successful. That is what we're getting out of this, to say this can be done and you can be successful, and to watch you all take better care of your health. When I stepped in the trucking industry almost 3 years ago, one of the things that was very apparent to me is that, one, health and fitness and wellness is not talked about readily. Two, it's not something that drivers are feeling empowered to do. It's kind of like, yeah, but I'm a truck driver. And that was a concern for me, because without your health, you have nothing. And so I want you to mentally give yourself permission to take better care of yourself. And if you're like, you know what, I could do that. And if you're saying to yourself right now, or saying to me behind the screen, yeah, right, and then laughing, I challenge you, why are you being resistant? We can say that about anything in life. Sometimes when someone says something that rubs us the wrong way, it's usually because deep down it's hitting a truth within us. This is not just about this challenge, people. I'm just sharing some dose of hope right now. So think about that. When someone pushes your button, or you laugh and you're like, oh, I know some people like that in my life. Like they don't take anything serious. And I'm not saying you have to be serious in life all the time, but my point is, it's usually because deep down, they're hitting a truth that they don't want to acknowledge or deal with. And the sad thing about that is you are the only person that's in your way. At that moment, you are the only person that is keeping you from being more successful. You are the only person that is keeping you from taking that next step. You are the only person that's hindering your success. That's it. It's you. Flip that around, and that becomes an amazing, powerful, and empowering tool that you can take with yourself, and you can go so far when you stop being the reason why you can't do stuff. And again, coming from an addictive mindset and addictive background, I get that. I am the queen of manipulating my own thoughts and giving excuses. Like, I have given every single excuse under the sun why I can't do something. So there's nothing I have not heard. And so with that being said, I challenge you to participate, because I know you are made for more, and I know that you can achieve more, and you deserve to be healthy. Do not let anyone, including yourself, tell you that you don't deserve to be healthy. And if you feel like that and you're like, ooh, reach out to one Julie or I'm not joking. Reach out to one of us. Send us a message and say, hey, I think I have bigger demons to fry here. Like, that's what the accountability in the group is here for. No solicitation, no nothing. This is all just about improving yourself. So that's what we're doing. So Julie, where can they find the Facebook group? How can they sign up? I'll drop the link in, but can you let them know what all of those details are, so you can just get on Facebook and search it?
Yeah, you can tell folks probably who's the logistics person in this and who's the big inspiration over there.
Julie's taking over all of that.
So, but it is the 5-day challenge starts July 27th. So you still have a couple of weeks to register. It's July 27th through July 31st. That's a Monday through a Friday. So, and then whoever completes that 5-day challenge can then move on to the 28-day challenge, which starts the first Monday in August. And so if you could go ahead and register with us, that's on the St. Christopher Fund website. You can just go to truckersfund.org to register. And Hope, is it on your site yet?
It's going to be up on my site today. I'm going to drop the link right now in the Facebook group for you all, because you're asking where the link is, which I'm so proud of you that you're asking for the link.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to drop that right now in this feed. This is the link to the Facebook group.
Yes. And it's called Driven to Be Healthy, Going the Distance.
Yep.
Because that is the name of our challenge. We are going the distance together.
And here's the thing though, just joining the Facebook group, listen very carefully, just joining the group will not qualify you to be in the challenge. There is a post pinned to the top of that group. You have to register with a Google link. And then every week you will be sent a Google link just like that to fill in your stats, to fill in how your week went. Everybody that completes one of those surveys every single week, that's how we're tracking, will still be in the running to win the prizes. And I just want to say, you guys, there are some pretty awesome prizes. Like I wish I could be participating, which Julie and I have already talked about it. We are going to be doing these things with you every single day. We're not just going to preach from our high stool. Like we are going to be doing these things every single day.
We just aren't eligible for prizes.
Yes. Yeah, we're just not eligible for prizes, but my prize is you all being healthy and successful. So I just dropped the group in there, and I'm also going to drop St. Christopher's page in there as well.
Okay, so be sure to register. And as soon as you register, it will come to me and we can send you a welcome email with all of the details on there, all the things that we're asking for. One thing we really would like for everyone to do once you register is, and it's actually in the email too, take a picture of yourself, back up where you can, like a full body shot, because a lot of people don't realize that they don't see the big difference, the before and after. But if you are doing and participating like we're asking you to do, more than likely you are going to see a physical difference after a month.
Oh my gosh,
sometimes
absolutely.
you don't notice it unless you see two things side by side. So we're just asking everyone, you can either send it to me via email, or you can put it in the Facebook group and I can pull it off there. It doesn't matter, whichever way you'd rather do it, but we'd like for you to do that too.
And here's the last thing that
you'll get an email.
Here's the last thing that we need from you all, because I know a lot of you, I have, we get to meet each other almost every week when I'm on. We need you guys to share this out. We need you guys to send out, guys and gals, and let other drivers know this is taking on. Like I said, this is not a normal challenge. This is not, I have to be the biggest loser. This is, I want to take better care of myself. I'm ready to take some small steps and be consistent and do them. And I need accountability. That's the type of challenge this is. So everybody wins at the end of the time, because like I said, remember this today. This is your mantra. This is your affirmation. Without my health, I have nothing. With my health, everything is available to me. So remember that. Remember that. Without my health, I have nothing. With my health, everything is available to me. And that is why you join this challenge. That is why you participate. That is why you show up every day with us. We're showing up right alongside you as well. And that's why you join the group. And that's why you're going to share this out with your friends and your fellow drivers, because I know as well as you guys do, like we also want our fellow drivers to be healthy and well and staying a long time and being able to live to see their grandkids and get down on the ground and play with them. And when you go home and you have time off, you're not just always feeling broken. Like you're not just like, I need 3 days to recover just so I can go back out on the road. Yes, we all feel like that after the long day at work, but maybe you just need a good night's sleep in your bed, and then you have the energy, you have the motivation, you have the ability to get up and do something fun and amazing with that time with your family, because you're not dragging all the time. It's a small percentage is your job as a driver. The other percentage that's keeping you feeling like that is your health. So, I mean, don't be mad at me for saying that, but this is just, I talk to my husband about this all the time, and he's like finally turning the corner, and it's like, I can't make you eat that salad, but if you want to live a long time, greens do help you with a lot of things. So that's, that's what we're talking about today. Drop it in the comment section. Let me know with some hearts and those like buttons and all those things. That also tells Facebook that you're watching. That also lets Facebook's algorithm know that what we're talking about and what we're doing here on Chrome and Steel Radio is worth watching and listening. So I know sometimes we just watch as bystanders, but those little things actually make a big difference for us. I also want to thank our sponsors, Davy Crockett TA Petro in Greenville, Tennessee. Without them, Chrome and Steel would not be possible. And if you have not stopped there yet, they now have Stiff Mother Trucker in stock on their counter in an awesome red box. Let me show you guys here. We have some amazing boxes for our cream on display. They are awesome. Please support us. Please support us. It's just little old me over here. And that helps me continue to be able to do things with you guys. But here's the deal. I know many of you have tried Stiff Mother Trucker. This stuff actually works. I'm not just saying it because it's my cream, but I actually put ingredients in there that actually help you. These are some of our prizes for our participants as well. But please support us. Please support Davy Crockett TA Petro. Please support Chrome and Steel. Please support the St. Christopher's Fund, Mother Trucker, all of these entities that are out there to help you with people behind the scenes and on the front lines that actually want to help you succeed. And I feel like in today's world, that's becoming less and less of a thing. So let's stick together. Let's support each other. Let's support driver health. That starts with you. That starts with this challenge. That can start today. Go to the link, sign up, share the link. We'll make sure Chrome and Steel has a post up just about what's happening with the challenge. And then also, please share it out if you have questions, if you have challenges signing up. Message me, message Mother Trucker, message Julie, message the St. Christopher's Fund. Like, there are lots of ways for you to make sure that you get what you need to be able to be a part of this challenge. It starts July 27th. That is the first 5-day challenge. That's the entry level challenge. That's the drink 1 bottle of water challenge, which don't tell me you can't do that or we're going to have words. And Julie, any last thoughts, words? I want to thank Julie Dillon so much for being on the show this morning. I was just like, hey, you want to come on the show? So I kind of threw her into this. So Julie, I just so appreciate working with you. And also just one last thing, for those of you that don't know, Julie recently completed a total nutrition counselor certification, which is one of the most robust certifications in the country to be able to be talking and helping individuals with health and wellness on the nutrition side. And so we always like to think that her and I, when we get together, we're like the perfect match, because what I know she does and what she does and I know, and vice versa. And we just both are on the same page when it comes to trucker health. So I'm just honored to be able to work with her and to be able to support you guys. And this is going to be an awesome ride. So thank you guys so much. Make sure you drive safe out there, share out this show, and we will see you guys again soon. Bye now.
Awesome.